Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. We're gonna get straight into it and tell you guys what's going on with the 350Z. I'm an idiot. Straight up, I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna deny it. Craig, tell me what's going on.
Well, someone put a power steering pump on and...
You remember that, guys? I put the power steering pump on my car.
And he left a bolt loose.
So the timing belt's fine. The timing chain is completely fine, guys. I can't believe when you sent me the videos and stuff, I was just like over the moon. So glad that we didn't have to go crazy on it, but you did find some other stuff that was interesting.
Yeah, I found a few things. A couple of what are you doing? You on camera. So we did the all the new spark plugs and rock cover gaskets because they were leaking, and we just basically did a general check over and pulled the inlet manifold off, and there was a shitload of dirt in there. So
yeah, I'll try and add a photo in here. I'm not that good at editing, so it probably won't happen, but you should have seen inside the intake plenum. It was disgusting. You could almost scoop. It looked like that much shit.
It was like, yeah,
oh, you were actually scooping it off? Yeah.
So
yeah, new pod filter, guys. New pod filter. So all my intake plenum's clean. We got gooey stuff. Oh, so that's where you went and inspected?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checked all out.
So yeah, I'm such an idiot, guys. But if you've been watching this, you know that I'm not a mechanic by any means. I'm definitely not a mechanic. I'm just, you know, going for it, seeing what I can do. But Craig's killed it. Thank you so much.
No worries, mate. That's
and we should be all good for sending. It'll be interesting to feel if there is any noticeable differences in power with obviously new filter, that intake plenum not being full of shit. Even though the issue wasn't that timing belt, having that detergent cleaner go through the whole engine, yeah, should in theory be good. Like, the thing should be pretty happy, and like you said, it was super clean.
So clean.
Yeah.
Never seen it. Something that gets flogged like this every day. It's sick. So
yeah.
clean.
So it is super clean inside apparently, which I'm very stoked to hear. It does get oil through it. I give it changes occasionally, very occasionally. But yeah, so she's back. 350Z's back. We're taking it for a send tomorrow, which will be later in this vlog. So yeah, we'll load this thing up and get out of here. Alright, we're on to the next day now, guys. Now, today is going to be a little bit crazy, but first of all, I've just been doing paperwork and booked some flights to fly to another country with my family. You guys will hear more about this trip very soon, but it involves buying a car in said country, building that car, and drifting a lot in that said country. So I'll let you guys in more on that as we go along, but right now we are going to take the 350 for a long overdue car wash. It still has a lot of the old dust from the track, and then when Craig gave the engine bay a clean, it reminded me that there's actually nice paint under a lot of the interior as well. So I'm gonna sort of open up some of the crevices, clean out some of the dirt. It'll end up being mud, it's gonna be dirty, but we're gonna do that. And yeah, so I've undecided on what I'm gonna do with that new V35 yet. I did maybe put it up for sale. I'm just basically want to pinch some bits off it and then resell it on. I really don't need another one on top of the 110 being for sale. That silver V35 will be for sale as well. I really just don't need it, guys. So if you're interested in getting yourself some of that, slide into my DMs on Instagram. Yeah, my name's just Luke Fink on Instagram. Find me on there. Links in the description. Anyway, let's go see exactly how dirty, and I'll be able to show you guys a bit more of the damage on the 350Z. And a lot of people have been asking for about the setup of the 350Z, so I'll show you guys some of that while we're there. Alright, it's car wash time. I'll show you the main areas that I'm going to try and concentrate on, because down inside all of here is like super dusty, so that's the main parts I really want to concentrate on. But yeah, we'll get it all cleaned up and get up to some extra stuff. Alright, so these are the areas I'm going to concentrate. I'm going to rip all the stereo out, so I'm not really fussed about that getting wet. It's all this, it's all just literally dirt and shit. Might pull this stuff out and put it in the actual car, but I'm probably going to wash the dash. So my hope is that a lot of this isn't important electric. I don't think it is. Right, for those of you asking, I'll go through some quick spec on the 350Z. Essentially, it's a very, very stock car. Engine is stock with a pod filter and a spent plenum spacer. Other than that, dead stock, standard coils, everything is dead stock. Change the oil occasionally. Other than that, thrash it. I'm unsure if it's a dual mash or single mash clutch. The clutch was already done on the car when I got it. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it has slipped once or twice, but I let it cool down and I haven't had any issues with it since then. The main things I've done to this car is make it lighter, so I don't have windows and motors in the doors. So if you can see over there, the windows and motors are cut out of the doors, or not cut, they just unbolt to take the windows and motor and everything out. I've got rid of the heavy leather electrical seats. I've got rid of those. Chucked a Nardi steering wheel with a quick release on. GK Tech twin caliper hydraulic handbrake kit. So I've got the second set of calipers in the rear here. I've gone for a fiberglass rear overbody because the back of the car was getting smashed up a lot just because drifting. Not easy to replace those parts, but it's very easy to replace doors, front quarters and things like that, so that's not as much of a stress to me. I just keep buying metal stuff. The suspension under this is Shockworks. Highly recommend Shockworks, guys. It changed this car dramatically. I use Shockworks in my S13 and in my A86 as well. So if you are looking for suspension, especially in Australia, you are mad not to hit these guys up. The aftermarket support, the way they can help you with spring rates and things like that is unreal. Like, I had my S13, it wasn't going low enough, wasn't riding exactly the way I wanted it to. They corrected some spring rates, sent me a different shock, and man, that thing's been a weapon ever since. So yeah, Shockworks is sick. And then I've got GK Tech camber arms in the back of the car. You can't actually see them, they're underneath. But I've got GK Tech camber arms. I've got a rear muffler delete, so the exhaust dumps there instead of having the rear muffler here. Mainly did that because of damage. The exhaust coming out the back, I'll damage it quite a bit. And then I've got GK Tech lock kit. I've got the new GK Tech lower arms. They've just been released literally today, so yesterday if you're watching this vlog. I'm running the prototype 350Z upper arms from GK Tech. They will be released, I think, soon. I've been loving these ones. I haven't had a single issue. And I'll tell you what, I've hit some shit, yeah? So that's the main thing. Make the car light. Make the car, you know, the suspension footwork sick, and make it seat like the engine is stock, guys. I swear to you, the engine is dead stock. And I just rip on this thing non-stop. It doesn't use a lot of tires because it's light and because it's not really smoking the tires. So, you know, I did a good half an hour or so of drifting the other night on these tires that are currently on the car. So you can see that they've all got heaps of tread on them still. So yeah, and then today we're going to do a cleanup on it. We're going to chuck new tail lights. Oh, not today, sorry. I'm going to do it tomorrow and the day after. But we're going to put new tail lights in, get those tail lights working. We're going to re-fiberglass up these rear quarter panels. We're going to put new door handles on, new bumpers, and a few other bits and pieces to get the car cleaned up for Tour de Rev. But anyway, that's as clean as it's going to get for now. I'm going to give the interior a wipe down, maybe today. But I do want to start cleaning this car up in general. So we are going to be, in the near future, or sometime in the future, we're going to cut out all of this damaged metal. So all of this damaged metal that is hidden by the rear bar, we're going to cut that out and do a nice sort of half tube rear on the car, just to clean it up a bit. Because what I'm having a problem with now is if I do go close to the wall, the first thing I hit is my wheel, which isn't the end of the world by any means, because the wheel's plenty strong. I use a factory wheel with spacers, but it's still something where I'd prefer to be just sort of bouncing off some bar work rather than my wheel. And yeah, anyway, that's the 350Z. Highly recommend these chassis, the 350Z V35, man. Like, get yourself some cars because they are insanely strong. I love them, absolutely love them. Oh, what a stitch up. When I strapped the car down, I clipped the valve. So I split the valve and have a flat tyre. So I'm gonna have to pull that off before I go drifting tonight. That's just bloody annoying. Don't want to do that. Alright, so I had one of my moments and I've started stripping a bunch more of the 350Z out because lighter means less tyres, lighter means faster. So there's a bunch of stuff, like pretty much a bin full of just interior bits. I've started stripping out all of in here, a bunch of all the plastics and everything. Cowboy's going to help me out and start ripping all the speakers and stuff out. We're also going to rip other stereo stuff, like that's big Bose thing, mainly to do with the stereo. Yeah, lighter is faster, lighter uses less tires, and just makes sense. Yeah, doesn't cost any money to rip all this shit out of your car, and if it's a track only car, you don't need any of it. Like, why do I need drawers and covers and all of that sort of stuff? I don't need storage areas for nothing in my drift car. So that's the plan today with the 350Z, make it lighter before drifting tonight and see if I notice the difference. Alright, I'm gonna go and run over some Altezza boys. Let's play! Let's play! that was a red hot little session there with the boys. After that little comment on the internet. But how crazy is this? I used these tyres for that session the other night. I've just gone out and done a pretty decent session then. I'm still above wear markers. And these tyres are giving out some wicked grip as well, and above wear markers still. So I'm pretty damn impressed with that for a tyre. I think I'm running them at about 20 PSI. I can't go any lower because you risk debeading here, especially when you do the fast line, because you might get a debead. But other than that, this thing's definitely ripping, as usual. I can't complain. I love having the Z back, man. It was not the worst time of my life, but definitely sucked to think this thing was blown up, and now knowing that it's not, it actually makes my life much better. I'll just continue to rip on it like I always do. David's a good time, drives hard as hell, that's all that matters. tucker moment there, had a D-bead and scraped the wall, nearly wrecked myself. Yeah, I don't know why. Had a tyre D-bead, so just gonna try and pump it up, but I don't know why it went down. Normally I'd notice as well, so it's really weird, but let's try and pump it up now and go again. Gonna go on. Interesting one here. The tyre didn't beat up. We put 110 psi in there and it still didn't beat up, so I'm just going to send it like that. I figure it's not going to de-bead because it won't even bead, so just going to send it anyway. And look, we'll find out what happened. I'm putting a bunch of second-hand tyres on the car to burn off because yeah, I'm just going to chalk them, so I'll do some big smoky laps basically here at Archfield Drift Park. So as you've seen tonight guys, the Z is back. Not 100% though, I feel like something's not 100% right on it. So we're going to look more into it. I don't think the cooling system was 100% bled up. We went out, did some laps, the car got hot. We put a few litres of water in it and it blew smoke a few times. So it's definitely not perfect. So we'll work out what's going on anyway. We'll get to the bottom of it. I'm hopeful. The old Z, she's a trooper. She'll keep going. Tomorrow we're going to start cleaning this car up. We need to put the bumper on, put new bumpers on it, maybe looking at fiberglass in the quarter panels. We'll see how we go. I'm kind of tired, to be honest with you guys. Pretty damn tired. We'll see how we go. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Might be tomorrow, might be the day after. Bye.